Shalom, this is Yehudit Goldfarb from Sfat. I want to share with you the movements for the 17th day of my count of 32 paths of healing between the Rosh Chodesh, the beginning of Kislev, until the end of Hanukkah. We're doing the Aleph Bet from Aleph to Tav, and we're now on the letter Pei, which, like the Chaf, Kaf Haf has three different forms, and there's a Pei with Dagesh, it's Fei, with a Dagesh it's Pei, without a Dagesh it's Fei, and then there's the final Pei. And there's also, in the way I do it, I have two different variations that I use. I use one with a lifted foot and one without the lifted foot because it's very difficult for many people to stand on one leg, so I try to do alternatives whenever possible. So I'm going to show you all of these. Hopefully it won't be too long a tape. And we're going to do, first of all, how to do the Pei. The lifted knee Pei goes like this. Let's see if I can get my mat moved a little better here. Okay, so I alternate my heels. I lift my left heel, my right heel, and my left heel. When I lift the knee, I curl in and come down. That's without the Dagesh. So it's right, left, and then the right foot up and down. Depending on your balance, you stay up more or less. Coming in with the Fei is not so important. Now I keep alternating. If I add a Dagesh to this, the little dot in the center that makes it a Pei, I'd circle and try to keep the knee up. If you don't, you just let it come down. Okay. Right, left, right, okay. And coming down. A little friendly observer here. The other alternative to this is stepping back, hands spread out, facing down, turn them up, and then you curl in the top one to make a Pei. That without the Dagesh, it's just curving it. It's very similar to the Chaf. Forward, your right heel is off, go back, your toe comes up. Now with this one, if you want to make a Pei, you just do an extra little circle when you're here. Circle with your fingers before you go out of it and form the new circle. And down. And then there's a final Pei where you go up on your toes because the letter goes below the line, and you circle at the top and come in and down. So most of the time on this I use a lifted Pei, so I'm going to use that for my exercise of matching up Pei with each of the Sefirot, going down the Tree of Life and back up again. and I'll do it without the digesh. And so start this on the left side. Coming in and down. And then to the right, the kamatz for the catcher. Pa. I'm going to pronounce it as pe. Right side. Pa. Left. Aspakma. Then bina. Pe. Hesed. Pe. Gogora. Sefirots crossover. Po. Netzach on the right. P. Hold left. Poo. Sewed crossing over from right to left. Poo. And Malchut crossing over right to left. And then close and pause. And starting up the Tree of Life, the spiritual path, crossing over with Malchut. Crossing over with Yesod. Poo. Left with hope. Poo. Right, Netzach. P. Cross over for Sefirah. Po. Left Gubura. Right, Hesed. Left, Bina. Pe. Right, Bachma. Crossover, catch up. And close. Let the energy go up and down, grounding it finally into the earth, down to the ground. Letting yourself be breathed. by HaShem. The pathway of the pay is from Gevurah to Hod. So it's ooh. I'm going up the ladder from Hod to Gevurah. Ooh. And then for the movements for today, the letters for today are an aleph for the season, a vav, a samach for the month, Kislev, pei for the day of the week, the fifth day, fifth double letter, yud, and Zion for 17. That one again. I usually do, if I'm going to put my head to the right, I put my right hand underneath. That was why I was repeating that. So Zion, over the Zion again. If I go to the left hand goes under the right. When I go to the right hand goes under the left. Okay, also you may have noticed that as I'm doing the lifted foot pay, when I go nice and slowly, take my time with it, I tend to be able to keep my balance a lot better. I ground my energy in the supporting foot by sending roots into the ground. So now let's try the whole sequence for the day on the other side. Aleph, and I alternate sides. Aleph, samach, pei, yud, and Zion. And so may we all be blessed today to move into the 17th day, letter pay, that we have ability to speak our truth in appropriate ways, know when to be silent, when to speak. And the number for the pay is 80. And I just heard a teaching read a teaching in Rabbi Ginsburg's book on the letters about pei being Moshe's connection to the divine. The sense of, he was 80 years old when he went out to be on his own for many years in preparation to taking the people out of Egypt. He didn't know that's why he was leaving, but that years of preparation and connecting, making his divine connection strong, is a very important part of coming back and being God's spokesman and knowing how to take on his mission for who he is in his lifetime. And I'm approaching 80. I'm in my 80th year now, so it has a significance that I'm looking at for me. The pay is a very beautiful letter, one of my favorite ones. And I hope you all enjoy this and that we all be blessed with good speech and many other things, all good things.